Hey, I accidentally used too much noise reduction for this session of the Stanley Parable, so I apologize for the poor quality of the audio for these episodes. Hey, my name is Shadowsense and you're watching the Stanley Parable. We just did the ending where Stanley had like a weird...
And Stanley decided that as soon as he found a new space he felt safe in, that he would never leave it again.
That's new narration. Oh yeah, the ending we got last episode was a weird like out-of-body experience. I was like no clip through the ceiling just looking at Stanley and he wouldn't move. And the narrator pleaded and begged him to move. Turn off all the computers again. This one said input received the one time. Well, let me do it again. Boop. The French roast is still on the ground.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors,
he
entered the door. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
That's right, that's right. Just getting a Coke. Don't worry about it.
Wow. Yes, this room. What a beautiful room. What a gorgeous, gorgeous room.
That's new narration.
Stanley had taken this detour on his way to the meeting room. Life without having experienced this room was now too horrible even to consider.
I love this. He gets more aggressive the more you disobey him.
Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No, I didn't.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Alright, I'm gonna jump off this. Whee!
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Oh. Well then. Okay, so that just leads to you dying. That's fine. Whoa. The phone is ringing.
Hello. This is a recorded message scheduled either by you or a person in your place of work. The purpose of this message is to warn you about the dangers of recorded messages. At any time you believe you are listening to a recorded message, please...
That's fucking ridiculous.
...and cease all flow of information from the recorded message into your perceptual sphere. Thank you, and have a pleasant day.
Okay. Is there a phone ringing in this room too? Can I make an input on this computer? Nope. I turn that one off. Let's continue not listening.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left. This
no, he didn't.
The correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it.
Let's go through it all again.
Perhaps he wanted to stop.
I wish I could sprint.
Lounge first, just to admire it.
So skip past this room.
A work of art.
Oh, and more new narration.
That called so deeply,
I really like that
so
picture.
Personally to Stanley, its grace, its subtle charm. No, Stanley knew.
What's in this box?
It was something deeper, something darker.
Just papers.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first.
Okay, fine. I'll take the first door on my left.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
There's an elevator, though. I'm gonna go down. I just want to see what other endings there are. I don't know how many. I don't know how long the series is gonna go on for.
Go back to the office. He wanted to
I don't know how many endings there are.
Further off track. So now, in order to get back, he needed to go from here it's left.
But what if I wanted to go right? Damn it. Gotta go left.
Oh no, it's.
Oh fuck you.
Mistake. No.
Oh fuck you too.
Right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
I really hope he just had a notebook next to him, just like, just doing that.
Yep. Okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Oh! That car's gonna run into me, isn't it? Oh, it's down. Spooky maintenance tunnels.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay.
Closing.
We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all
Never mind.
rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable.
Oh no, your precious story.
Rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we
again?
don't wander so far off track. Okay, from the top.
From the top.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I'm still gonna ignore his instructions.
When Stanley...
Whoa!
Wait, what?
There's more doors.
No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room? With
No, I didn't touch anything. You guys saw it. I had my hands completely myself.
Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story.
Yeah, exactly.
Right here just a minute ago. I know for sure.
Somewhere up there, there's a clone of myself looking down on me.
It's an adventure.
Creepy. Oh.
Come, Stanley, let's find the story.
I want to go this way. Oh, it's a maze. Oh, it's a maze. This is a weird dark room. I'm not going in there. Okay, that wasn't a weird dark room. It just loops back around here. What if I just go in the main...
This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again?
Think you might have to.
It's unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
Okay, there goes. Damn, this seamless transition from loading.
All of his co-workers
It's so good. It's well programmed.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I can't imagine scripting this game. Just sitting there being like, okay, if... Well, there's no doors.
It's worse.
It's worse.
It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Sure. That door was not open before? No, it was. Okay. Turn off that computer. Turn off that one.
Aha! I knew we'd miss something. The story. Here it comes. No, wait. Never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace the steps.
This is getting weird. Oh.
Now this... Well, I'll be honest. I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in...
What kind of Resident Evil
is that
shit is this?
Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this?
You restart the game again?
Win.
Oh, hey!
Congratulations! I know
Yay!
you did a lot of hard work, and
I did it, guys.
So, good job.
Thank you.
Oh, no.
No.
I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win.
Let me drink this paint.
Win fair and square, and this was not one of
Yummy.
those situations. Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what
Me too.
might happen this time. I have to restart.
What fresh hell am I going to be thrust into? Oh.
All
The
right,
Stanley Parable
I've got a
Adventure
solution.
Line.
This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
I like how there's little trademark symbols. Oh, that's... What if I didn't, though? Can I still get back to the room with the doors? Okay, I'll just follow the line. Go through here. It's weird that there's offices back in this weird part of the building.
The line knows where the story is. It's over.
Whoop, gotta go around.
Onward, Stanley, to destiny.
To destiny.
Thought, wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story?
Yes.
Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there.
Yeah, a little bit.
To apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need
that's mysterious.
is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Music. I feel like I'm actually going on an adventure now. Monthly ledgers, corporate imbalances, consolidation reports, department accounts. Employee 432 peer reviews. Wow. Financial records. I can't go on the ceiling.
Cut the music. Go back and look at that fern. Stanley,
why?
This fern will be very important later in the story.
Ah, it's like a Chekhov's gun.
Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
Okay. I feel like I looked at it pretty decent.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No.
Oh, whoa.
You do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
Huh. That certainly is weird. No, I came through here. And then through here. And oh, we're back here again.
No, not again, Line. How could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Well, I can't take
Can't trust lines. Can't trust lines, guys. Restart.
You know what, Stanley?
Oh.
I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting,
yes.
daring, mysterious.
I'm a tiefling bard.
This all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Okay, sure. Can I be a tiefling bard?
Yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want us to do?
Well, now I'm just going in circles.
Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be,
Oh.
Stanley, I'm ready for it.
I'm a tiefling bard. I come from a noble background of... look, the adventure line.
Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
It's kind of hard to acknowledge it when it's right in your face right there. Oh, it goes up into the ceiling. Well, time to ignore it. Oh.
A choice. We get to make a decision. From here,
Oh.
the story is in our control.
All of this just to make me make this choice again.
In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute.
Okay.
Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere. which means that somewhere at the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here.
Yes,
And that
precisely.
in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So
It makes sense to
starting
me.
From the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the
Sure.
answer is clearly yes, then by
Whee!
all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley. Our destiny
Ooh, I'm getting dizzy.
awaits.
The confusion ending.
Hold up, what's this? The
I bet.
confusion ending.
That's
You're
the
telling
actual
me
time.
That's what this is? It's
More or
all one
less.
giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how...
The narrator's gone after a long time. Stanley dies. Wow.
Determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really... No, it can't be.
Oh, I thought he
don't
went
want it to
away.
be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it.
So now you know how I feel when you keep telling me, oh.
Stopped? Does that mean, did we do it?
Uh,
The cycle?
I think so.
Whatever it is that made this schedule.
Oh, both doors would have led here anyway.
No. Will
Can I sit in the
someone
chair?
come for us? Will something happen? So, okay.
Gonna have to restart the game, my dude.
Just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree?
It depends on who you ask.
The destination or the journey. Though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination.
It's a load of horse shit.
That's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually.
Eventually. Okay. You can just do that.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Freaked out a little bit.
When
Doors are
Stanley
already
came to
open.
a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Sure, let's go left.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find...
Broom closet.
No, not again. I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish what coming to a staircase.
I'm gonna go downstairs.
Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Spooky down
Stanley
here.
just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk?
Oh, this
All
is the
because
looping
he
parking.
believed
Oh, never mind.
everyone had vanished. His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my
Can I get in the
coworkers
car?
blinking mysteriously
No.
out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations.
Yeah, this room keeps looping.
Why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went?
It's a good
For
question.
that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating?
They are.
No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it.
He's a
"I'm
character in a video
dreaming!" he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a
Yeah, in a manner of speaking, it is.
to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring.
You gonna restart the game again?
Buttons. I may as well
Abruptly?
enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
Oh my god, I am.
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner.
I really like the music.
A voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking.
That's a damn good question.
Describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange.
This is getting too meta for me.
Describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd, and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself? Believing that if he...
It's getting way too deep in meta.
...responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been...
Am I really, though?
Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This
I haven't seen that car in a minute.
Too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control. That
the car disappeared, so...
So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up.
Oh, there's the car again.
He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself.
Am I gonna wake?
I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons.
Button.
It's all I want.
One hand finger poking. I hate people that type like that when they do the one finger poke.
All I want is my life,
like,
exactly the
it's
way
not hard to
it's
type
been.
with all your fingers.
My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine.
Everything will be...
I am...
fine.
Okay.
I'm okay.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone wake me up. My name
that music
is
kicked up
Stanley.
real loud.
I'm a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Yep. There it goes.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
What?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work.
I'm dead.
On this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she
debatable.
thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't.
Guarantee she was not thinking about that when she saw my body.
And in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect...
Haha, you're not in control, are you, bitch? Next time, don't judge a corpse.
So it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
She didn't call the police, she just turned and booked it. The end is never the end, the end is never the end is loading. Okay, so I guess that was one ending, and I think that's where I'm gonna leave the episode. I'm gonna save it. Okay, so thank you guys so very much for watching the video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like this one, please consider subscribing. And until then, I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.